Hey, everybody. Welcome to Flash Fried.
I'm going to make a confession. Today is Flash Hide. Well, most Flash Frieds are Flash Hide, but today I'm trying a new tactic to get me through this.
All right.
So I'm very, very toasty.
You feeling toasty
at this moment?
Are you feeling refreshed?
I'm feeling very comfy, warm, vibrating throughout my body.
I think I might know why.
Well,
no smoking required.
Yeah. What's going on here? What happened to Mulan? Did somebody Me Too Mulan? Please tell me somebody.
I love the article headline here. Disney plus. Studio will charge $30 extra over subscription fee to stream long delayed Mulan next month.
That's not the headline that I'm reading, Scotty. I don't know where you're getting that headline.
You're not reading that?
Mulan star under fire. She cupped my ass, claims Cohn's co-star. That's what I'm reading.
I didn't see that.
That's Me Too Mulan, dude. Hashtag Me Too Mulan. TJ, go to Twitter right now.
Okay.
We're going to Me Too Mulan right now.
Oh, so I want to ask you guys something. Well, damn, Paul. You want to Me Too Mulan?
After reading that fucking shit, how do you not?
I mean, look, dude. It's a little bit different. Okay, number one, whose ass did she allegedly said that she cupped somebody's ass?
Look, I'm just reading what the article says, man, and I know that Roger Friedman's Showbiz 411 is like gold. It is industry standard gold. If he says it about a movie, it's real.
That's it.
I know that for a fact. She cupped an ass. Okay, I'm not actually
that ass.
Did you actually tweet it, TJ?
Oh yeah, no, I didn't.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know.
Dude, this is crazy, though. I mean, like, this
all right,
is
so hold on. Let me just read a little bit, then you can react to it. All right.
Okay.
Disney, look, they're suffering. The theme parks are losing money. No one's going to movie theaters. Mickey and Minnie can't even get stimulus checks. This is like something our dad would write. This is like his exact like sense of humor. On September 24th, the Mouse House will offer the long delayed Mulan on its Disney Plus service. Oh my God! I knew he was going to show up.
Oh damn it, dude! Oh, every time,
Sir, can you spare a brother a dime?
Look,
I'm hard on my luck, sir. I need to catch a bus to get back to my family, and I lost my job because of the pandemic.
Mickey, can I be honest with you, dude?
Alms.
I'm gonna pay the $30.
Alms for the poor.
So, on top of the subscription price, they're gonna charge $30. They didn't even do this with Hamilton. So if you're paying a monthly or annually, that gives you the opportunity to plunk down another $30 to see Mulan. Mulan will play in theaters where available for what I presume is a regular ticket price, but theaters won't be open in New York, California, Texas, or Florida. It's unclear who will bring children to a Cineplex in a state where theaters are open, especially if they don't want them going to school.
Listen, TJ.
Yes.
You can criticize me all you want for this, but how am I supposed to eat?
I don't know, Disney.
How am I supposed to eat? I'm only a multi-billionaire, TJ.
Dude.
Disney stretches so far.
Mickey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Satan, Mickey? Because look at this shit, dude. If the budget of this movie is $200 million,
yeah,
you divide it by 30, you would need to sell 6,666,666 tickets.
Taylor, I would like you to censor the last 15 seconds of the podcast, or else. Anyway, what were you saying, Scotty?
What a great price. $30 seems reasonable.
That's right.
Dude, who the fuck is going to pay more to watch this movie at home than you would even pay if you went to the fucking theaters to see it. Like, just,
Well,
I mean,
no.
I understand you can spend more than $30 at the movie theater easy with like,
well, that's like 2 tickets. It's basically in most theaters. It's 2 tickets.
that's like concessions and all this other shit, you know? Like, I guess if you're taking a big family to go see it.
Most theater tickets are about $15, unless you're going on.
No, I
matinee.
mean, you could go to a fucking matinee.
But not everyone does that, dude.
A lot of movie theaters offer fucking cheap movie nights, like, you know, like, oh, every
Our deal
Tuesday
with
we
Movie
do this
Tavern
thing or
is-
that.
Movie Tavern's $5 on Tuesday.
Right. So there's deals you can get. There's matinee showings, you know, which are super easy to fucking, I mean, depending on, I guess, your career and your work hours and all that bullshit. But it's, you know, you could potentially see this movie in theaters for way less than 30 fucking bucks. Especially if it's just you and, like, if it's just a parent and a child and that's it. Or it's just like a fucking adult that just wants to go see the movie on their own.
Yeah. Okay, but most parents that take their kids to the fucking movie theater don't just say we're going to the movie theater, because kids know they sell snacks and all kinds of shit at movie theaters. So it's not just like,
yeah, and there's no guarantee this movie's even any fucking good.
Sneak snacks in and shit, of course, too. But a lot of parents end up just shelling out to keep the kids happy.
I had this conversation.
But $30 to watch this one motherfucking movie at home is fucking ridiculous.
I think 20 would have been a more reasonable price to ask. And I think
20 is kind of fucking high. Look, I think they need to come down on these fucking VOD prices, honestly. Like, I'm fine with the premium charge for a brand new movie, but sure. I think charging me a 20 spot to stream a movie, that just seems, I don't know, dude, high by about $5 where I come from. I'd pay like 15 for a brand new movie I really wanted to watch, and I wouldn't feel bent over, because I'm not getting access to the big fucking screen. I'm not getting access to the THX. I'm not getting access to the fucking popcorn and the concessions and all the bullshit. You know what I mean? That's a movie price. That's an individual movie ticket price, $15. I got to supply my own popcorn. I got to supply my own fucking TV and my own electricity and my own everything else, my own internet. You know what I mean? $15 seems fair to me.
30 is like,
and that's not even just 30. It's 30 on top. You have to also have a Disney Plus subscription, so you got to have that going too.
Dude, you're in like $42 at this point.
That's ridiculous.
If you have a Disney Plus subscription already, you should be able to get this for $10.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe. It should be like. It should be like maybe. If they're going to charge $30 for it, it should be to the people who don't have Disney Plus. If you do have Disney Plus, they should give you at least a fucking discount, for fuck's sake.
I even think they're gouging the people without Disney Plus. If you don't have Disney Plus, $20. If you do, 10. You know what I mean?
I want to point out to everybody that I don't know if they're still doing this, but before, like, when they were launching Disney Plus, if you had Verizon, they fucking had a year of Disney Plus. That's how I have Disney Plus. I was like, I can get it free for a year. Like, okay, I'll get it free for a year. I don't know if I'll keep it after that. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous. This is going to evolve as it goes along, but it's going to depend a whole lot on how successful these early giant releases are. Like, if a bunch of fucking simps line up and shell out $30 to watch Mulan,
$30 seems reasonable.
That's going to be the industry standard. If people go like, I'll just wait till it comes out on Disney Plus in fucking 6 months, then they know they got to fucking lower it. So it all depends on how smart the fucking consumer is in this place, because they're really, like, especially now during Corona.
I'll tell you what,
trying to establish an industry standard that's like $25 or more.
I think because of
your job not to watch this.
Yeah,
I think because of the. Oh, go ahead, DJ.
I was just going to say, even if you are someone who wants to see this movie, which I'm not, I mean, like, the Disney fucking remakes, are so fucking bad, and you know this one's going to be no exception.
I have to be honest with you. I want to see this movie, because here's the thing. I don't really like the first Mulan.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't hold like a place in my heart like Lion King or, you know, any of the
Black Cauldron.
Fucking Little Mermaid, that type of shit, right?
Sky, don't fucking bring the Black Cauldron up.
I'm just saying, dude. Classic Disney film. What the hell, TJ?
Of course, it doesn't hold a place. Like, I really don't care for Mulan, the original Disney Mulan, so they can't disappoint me. Some of the trailers have looked pretty slick and interesting. Like, there's been some, like, I don't know, like, I don't think the trailers for that, like, we can watch one if you guys want, right?
Yeah, sure. All right, but don't spend fucking $30 on it.
This is not me trying to talk you into watching it. This is me just saying I do want to watch this, but there's no fucking way I'm shelling out $30.
No. Do you know why the phoenix sits on the right hand of the emperor? She is his guardian, his protector. That she's both beautiful and strong. Your job is to bring honor to the family. Do you think you can do that?
Your job is to speak English in China.
You better do it.
We all speak English here in China. Because kids don't like to read subtitles.
We are under attack from northern invaders.
Their leader calls himself Ori Khan.
I mean, they can walk up walls, so I'm pretty sure you guys are fucked.
Yeah, you guys are done.
Yeah,
Like that's you're over.
your one defense
Alongside
has been subverted.
We got a wall. It's like we can climb right up that. That's no problem for us. It's like, oh shit, okay. Back to the drawing board. The fuck is this stupid
They need to tell
thing?
Trump about this wall. Like, look,
knows-
this is what happened. Just show him as like, this is real life. Don't even tell Trump this is a movie. Like, this is
And just
actually
show him like Trump. Look at what's happening at your border wall.
Wow! Like, they won't do anything.
Survivors. By edict of His Imperial Majesty, every family must contribute one man to fight.
Have you no son?
I am blessed with 2 daughters. I will fight.
We must be strong. This time he will not return.
It's like he's gonna die.
We don't have to watch the whole trailer. This is like the whole extended.
Sure, I
fucking-
got it. Yeah, but
Let me explain to you why this movie is like I kind of want to see it. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll try and explain myself.
Sure.
There's 2 avenues. Okay, number 1, I am a sucker for like those mid late 90s wire fu movies, Crouching Tiger, Hero.
Sure.
I'm trying to remember the other like the names.
I know the
escape me.
kind of movie you're talking
Yeah.
about. You know.
You get me, right?
Yeah,
like
I got
I watch those and I pretty much enjoy all of them.
Right.
I'm also a real fan of the aesthetic of the movie Memoirs of a Geisha
That was a pretty decent movie.
and the like family kind of stuff. Not the battle stuff, obviously, but the family kind of stuff kind of strikes that same tone with me, which is like, okay. So it's purely based on that makes me go like, I'll give this a watch. You know what I mean? When I can stream it or whatever, or get it for $4 or whatever, I'll check it out. I'm not going to pay $30 to see it on day one. But I'll get it eventually.
Disney's just being too greedy asking for $30. I mean, like, look, they're the biggest studio. They fucking dominate the entertainment business. But I just don't know who the fuck at Disney during a pandemic when a lot of people have lost their jobs and people are hurting financially. It's like, it just seems like a totally tone deaf, like, oh yeah, you got Disney Plus subscription. Great. Also, we're going to get it for free. No, you're also going to have to pay $30. It's like, most people at that point are in $42 for that 1 month to see that fucking movie. And that's like a lot of fucking money to some people. That's not like really, I think it's just an anti-consumer move if there ever was one.
It's a cash grab. It's just a cash grab. And like, it's like, like I said, if people line up to fucking simp for Mulan and pay $30 for it, then you can expect,
I think they will.
Then you
I
can
think they will.
expect to pay $30 for all the new release movies.
All right.
Because did all the other ones, Paul, did really well. Like they released a lot of movies for $20. If they can get people for 30, it's just like it's like you said. Like when I did the math, if you get 6 million people to buy it worldwide, you pretty much made the budget.
True. Yeah, I'm trying to get Mulan people not to fucking do this because I want to get Dune for like $20, you know, or less.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that, dude.
The Disney fucking suckers are gonna be like, Mulan, huh? $30, huh? Probably is a masterpiece. I'm gonna watch it.
Well, here's the question: are there like 7 to 8 million Disney Sims? They're gonna pay that. If you think the answer is yes, then we're gonna keep paying fucking $30 till the end of time. I'll tell you what, the amount you pay to go to one of their theme parks, the answer is probably yes.
I believe in my heart that people can resist the dark energy of Mickey.
I can't wait till Mickey gets to come pay you a visit, Paul. You doubted me, did you, Paul?
Mickey already lives inside me. I'm in a constant
Good.
struggle against him, Scotty. You know this.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, dude. Paul's like possessed, like a Diablo-esque thing. Like Mickey lives inside him. He's trying to like.
Yeah, I'm like a dark wanderer from Diablo 2.
You're trying to contain Mickey with
Really
him.
All
trying to
right.
contain Diablo.
Kill your cams, ladies and gentlemen.
Not this. I watched this whole interview, by the way.
Yeah, that's I tried. I can't do it.
I got all
I
the way
literally
through it.
I have
I
tried
watched
to
the
watch
interview
clips of
too.
this, and every time I try to even watch a little bit of it, like I get so uncomfortable that I can't watch it.
Dude, read the graphs and charts, dude. Read them.
I am every time I try, I get so. I mean, so this is a cut of the 5 wildest moments from it.
By the way, I've seen some of these cuts. The entire interview is like this. So it's really like you're just getting like an abridged version of what is a nonstop onslaught of about 36 minutes of these types of moments.
I can't.
Starting from when Trump sits down and ending with the awkward ending. Like it literally ends as it begins. It is one of the craziest 36 minutes that you will ever watch.
I can't even do it. So this is about the best I could do, and I'm not even sure how I'm going to get through this.
Yeah, shut up, dude. You got to get through it, man.
Now look, we're last, meaning we're first. Lost.
Oh God, I can't do this.
We're last, meaning we're first.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh my God.
We're number one.
Oh
We're
no,
number
we're 3 seconds in and I'm already breaking. Okay.
You have to face the fire, TJ.
Oh
Face it.
no. Oh no.
Yeah, what's
What
so
is
bad about
happening,
this?
man?
This is your president. Dude, this is your president.
Ooh.
TJ, open your fucking mind and realize that this person exists and leads the country that you live in. Okay, ready?
Keep that in mind at all
I
times.
You ready, TJ? Are
I'm
you
not ready
to
at all. Let's go.
We're lower than the world. Lower than the world.
Lower than the world. No. Oh
There's a planet
God.
called Earth, and we're lower than that one.
Why can't he say even one sentence without making me fucking?
Look at that! Look at that!
What is going on, man? Why did Trump agree to this interview? What the fuck?
It looked like Trump just said, like, "Yeah, I teabagged your mom."
While you are paused here,
Yeah.
look at so the look on this interviewer's face, right?
Yeah.
He makes this look for about 19 minutes of the 36-minute interview.
Well, yeah, he's talking to Trump, dude.
I'm telling you, it is flabbergasting how fucking incredibly off kilter he is. Like, it's insane.
Lower than Europe. Here's one right here, United States. You take the number of cases. Now look, we're last, meaning we're first.
Last? I don't know what
have
we're
the
first
best.
in.
I don't even know what just happened. Does that make any more sense in the context? No. Okay.
No.
I didn't think it did. I just thought I'd ask, you know?
I can tell you where it goes. So how it culminates. All of those graphs are showing deaths per infection. Right?
Uh-huh.
So he's showing that like the United States is lower than some other countries in deaths per infection.
Sorry, I'm dying myself.
You're dying yourself. What color are you gonna become?
I'm going to become blue,
What happened?
like Avatar people.
You're gonna be like a Smurf.
I'll be like the Navi.
The Navi.
Oh, dude, you're acting like the Navi, dude.
All right, sorry. Go ahead, Paul.
Fucking giant fat Smurf.
So all of the charts that Trump, by the way, the moment where he picks up the charts and awkwardly shuffles them around in his hands like he's never handled papers before is all that's a moment that isn't going to be in this. I guarantee you. Watching him like try and figure out how to get all the papers to all be in one, you know how you have to like,
Dude, I mean, I saw him struggle with that Bible for that photo op. It's like he
doesn't read.
He doesn't know how to hold a thing. Like, he doesn't know how to hold an object in his fucking hands. It's like, how are you the leader of anything? You're not fit to fucking be the manager of a goddamn Burger King.
Let me hand you this cup. Oh shit. Oh, it's on the ground. Oh fuck. Oh. Dude, Trump is not. I don't know how Trump even fucking got so fat, dude. Watching him eat and drink is just like bizarre. Like, like he's really unsteady.
So here's how it culminates. Well, maybe it'll show it here. I don't know, but if it doesn't, I'll fill you in on some of the more fun things that happened in this.
Okay, that sounds fine.
I don't know John Lewis. He chose not to come to my inauguration. He chose. I never met John Lewis, actually. I did more for the black community than anybody, with the possible exception of Abraham Lincoln.
Possible exception of Abraham Lincoln? What the fuck?
Maybe I'll say Lincoln. Maybe.
I hope they play the reporter's fucking counter to this. If they don't, this is a shit fucking.
All right, let's see if they do.
It or not, people say, "Oh, that's
you really you believe you did more than Lyndon Johnson, who passed the Civil Rights Act?"
I think I did, yeah.
How?
Oh God, why is this happening?
We had a very strong economy.
Oh, no.
More for black people than Lyndon B. Johnson, who passed the Civil Rights Act.
Paul, let me ask you this question: what was the lowest black unemployment rate? What president? President, Paul?
Case closed.
Donald J. Trump. Thank you.
Donald J. Jump.
So we have a new phenomena. It's called mail-in voting, where you send
It's not new.
In terms of the kind of millions and
We have a new phenomenon. It's called mail-in voting.
The reporter interrupts him there and says, "It's been around since the Civil War." So the new phenomena of mail-in voting.
Brand new.
Oh God.
millions of ballots. They've never.
It'll be bigger this year because of the pandemic.
Bigger, not bigger, massively bigger. He called me. He said, "I just got a ballot
Probably
for
an
my
application.
son Robert. He died 7 years ago. Somebody got a ballot for a dog."
Where?
Yeah.
Somebody got a ballot for a fucking
Somebody
dog.
got a ballot for a dog.
How did it happen?
So here's what he does. He makes up a guy that doesn't exist. He said, "I had a guy call me the other day." This is how he leads into it. He's like, "I had a guy call me the other day." And he said, "I got a ballot for my son, Robert. He died 7 years ago." That's what he says. No mention of what state he's from or why he got his ballot ahead of the election already, because that nobody's getting ballots yet. You're sending out applications for ballots.
Paul, they got a state ballot. It's a state ballot.
Somebody got a ballot for something else.
So somebody got a ballot for their dog.
For something else. Man, all these ballots.
Something else.
Basically, what's going on right now is if you're a registered Democrat, these Democrats are sending your household like 90 ballots. Like, yeah, fill all these out. This one's for your goldfish. This one's for the cockroach that lives in your pantry.
Have you got your Dinor ballot yet? I've got my Yajiro and John Luke ballot.
Oh, yeah. I've got my
all my pets are voting.
I'm still waiting for my cricket ballot, but he's a black cat, so I don't expect it's going to come.
Yeah, Manson's got lost in the mail as well.
Yeah.
Black cat, so.
All my fucking, and I mean, fucking stupid ass Squeaks is a fucking libertarian, so, you know, he's going to fucking waste his vote on that bullshit.
Yeah, but he's of mixed heritage, though. So...
Yeah.
Cornelius, he gets to vote. Salvador's black. He doesn't get to vote.
Yeah, Salvador's ballot was lost in the mail.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, because he's a black dog. So, you know. Although he does have a white chest and white paws, so maybe there's hope. Ghislaine Maxwell.
Friend or boyfriend
Epstein
was either killed or committed suicide in jail. She's now in jail. Yeah, I wish her well. I'd wish you well. I'd wish a lot of people well. Good luck. Let them prove somebody was guilty. I mean, do you know that?
Oh, so you're saying you hope she doesn't die in jail? Is that what you mean by wish her well?
Her boyfriend died in jail, and people are still trying to figure out, how did it happen? Was it suicide? Was he killed?
That really wasn't too bad. I mean,
no.
Compared to some of the other shit that happened in this, that's like, okay, he actually kind of got through that.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. Overall, this is a really bad fucking compilation. It really doesn't capture the spirit of failure.
I agree with you. I've watched about half of the interview because I kind of fell asleep watching it because I saw
that was almost like they gave him a highlight because, like, look, if that came out of any other president, it would be like horribly fucking received. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but for him, it's almost like, all right, well, that wasn't as bad as some of the other stuff I've seen from you.
It wasn't
So.
too bad.
In Trump land, that's passable. You know what I mean? He gets
like,
a C on that one.
Yeah, he didn't wish them dead.
Oh,
so,
good answer, Trump. F+. You know? Oh, all right.
On reading.
Do you read your written brief?
I do. I read a lot.
Really?
You know, I read a lot. They like to say I don't read. I read a lot.
Your daily
I
intelligence
comprehend
brief?
extraordinarily well. Probably better than anybody that you've interviewed in a long time.
Oh, no. Come on.
More than anybody.
I read the most. I read so much. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, what was the last book you read?
Where's Waldo?
I read a lot. I
Scotty liked that.
spend a lot of time with at meetings. Usually
Meetings.
it's once a day or
Readings.
at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh, no, man.
I just wish Trump had
You know
said
what,
that.
Paul? Maybe that's not the best representation, but that's about maybe this is for people like me because I've tried to watch the actual interview and I just cannot fucking do it. And it was hard to even get through this, but
that does not fucking tell the whole story. So let me fill you in on a couple of those, okay? The papers, number one.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, the way that he handles the papers, it's like he doesn't know which way to look at the graph. He doesn't know how to, you know how when you pick up a stack of papers, you have to keep them uniform with one another so they're all lined up the same way?
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to do that. He doesn't know how to like look through papers without jumbling them into like a big kindergarten mess. Oh my God. And then so he's got them upside down. He's flipping them around. He doesn't know what they mean, but he wants to hand each one to the reporter as proof that the United States is doing well, right? And each one of them is a graph that represents a different angle of America has less deaths per coronavirus hospitalization than X country or whatever. That's basically what he's handing him. And then the reporter says, look, that's great, but what I'm talking about is deaths as a percentage of total population, which is where the United States is the worst in the world right now. We're horrible. We're one of the worst in the world, if not the worst in the world as a percentage of total population and deaths. And Donald Trump says, you can't do that.
What?
That was his answer.
You can't do that. You can't do it.
Look, and then he goes on a fucking tirade for about 5.5 minutes about how when you test more, it shows more cases, and that's why everybody's all hysterical about it. And the reporter is saying, no. People are hysterical because it's so out of control, and so many Americans are dying, and it's so rampant in so many parts of this country, and it's spreading. And he's like, no, you don't understand. That's because we test more. Ugh. You see, because we've done more tests than this country and this country. Even though we've probably got 3 or 4 times the population of the countries he's met. He's like, look, we've done more tests than Germany. We've done more. And it's like, we have like fucking, what is it? Like 6 times the population of Germany.
Germany's population is about 80 million, maybe like 3.5 times or something.
You know what I mean? There's just like math complete. And he just completely evades that. Okay. The John Lewis thing. They gave you a little brief clip of that. Okay, so like, look, I'm not a big fan of like presidents have to be a certain way and have to be falsely reverent or whatever. Okay,
Right.
There is no denying that John Lewis was a civil rights hero.
Sure.
It's in the book.
Yeah.
That's a fucking documented fact.
Not denied. Right.
Dude walked with Martin Luther King. Dude got his ass beat multiple times at sit-ins and fucking rallies. Dude was at Selma. Dude was a fucking civil rights hero.
Right.
Yeah, undoubtedly.
Donald Trump, when asked, why didn't you go to his funeral, as was shown in this,
he didn't go to my inauguration.
His answer was, well, he didn't go to my inauguration. I didn't know him. And then so obviously the reporter counters with, okay, well, are you impressed with his legacy? Like, are you impressed with what he did? And Donald Trump says, I don't really know. I'm impressed with a lot of people. I'm not impressed with some. That was his answer in a nutshell.
Hey guys, though, you know, there's a positive way to spin this interview because Trump is right. We test all these people and we find out the truth. But if this country just abolishes, let's just abolish coronavirus testing and our rate will go down to 0.
Hell yeah. No coronavirus. We cured it.
0. We have no cases. No new cases. 0. Existing cases. 0. Boom.
He tells he says that coronavirus is going down in Florida when it's actually spiking in Florida. He says the latest data that he got is that it's plateaued in Florida and it's on its way down. I'm trying to.
A couple of states he could have made that claim. He could have been like Vermont.
Arizona is the one state that you can credibly make that claim in right now. Arizona has actually like spiked and is now on the way down. It looks.
Some states are going down. But there are states that for the most part didn't have high coronavirus activity, like Vermont, Hawaii. There's certain places where it's like there wasn't much disease there to begin with, so it's kind of like it's either going down slightly. I mean, technically, if you look at Louisiana, like it's going down, but we spiked up to an all-time high. So yeah, we've gone down a little tiny bit.
What's happening right now is rural spread.
Yes.
So the main outbreak centers have had their big, gigantic fucking first wave outbreak now. And now it's spreading to all the smaller fucking suburban and rural communities. And it's blowing up there. And it's a vicious cycle because those people do commerce, obviously have to with the bigger places. And so once we get it all tamped down here and everybody's like, woo, all over. Fucking Joe Blow from Bogalusa rolls in with a truck of chickens or something to sell it. Coughs all over the dude, and we got a new fucking outbreak in the population center again.
Oh, dude. It honestly, with coronavirus, it's these super spreader events. I don't know if you guys heard about this or if you pulled anything about this, but they've had a number of serious violations that have been documented. Like there was one in New York where they had like 170 people or 270 people on a fucking boat serving alcohol. And as we know, like bars are like pretty much the worst place to go right now. Like restaurants and bars.
Yep.
Absolute worst fucking place to go right now and be indoors. Now, outdoors is different. That's a different story. At least in respect to eating. But the fucking bars in general have to be shut down. Like there's that's like the worst place you can possibly. It's even worse than being on an airplane.
It's got every disadvantage that a restaurant has, which is many, by the way. A restaurant is a place where many people are cycled throughout the day and sit at the same place, and it's on the fucking business to properly clean and disinfect those tables and chairs.
I know hard services generally is like it can spread that way, but that's not the main. It's mainly through like I sneeze or I cough or it goes into it's an airborne illness, so that's mainly the way you're going to get it.
But people aren't fucking washing their hands.
No.
They're wiping their shit all over the fucking table.
They're not
socially distancing when they're at the restaurant.
They're not wearing a mask either a lot of times.
A lot of restaurants, the masks are not being worn by the fucking patrons. And a lot of restaurants, the masks aren't even been worn by the fucking employees. So you take all of those risks and then you add to it a bunch of drunk fucking idiots and you have a bar.
All right.
Like bars are like a vector point for this shit.
Let's move on.
Just like schools, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Human sperm rolls like playful otters as they swim. Study finds contradicting centuries-old beliefs.
You know what, guys? That's kind of fucking beautiful.
Pretty dope.
You know what they actually believe? You know what people believed back in the day, TJ?
What's that?
That your sperm was a tiny version of you.
Yeah, just a little tiny.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know that. Like that was like the theory was like it's a little. So there's a little tiny Scotty, there's a little tiny Paul, a little tiny TJ. So when your dad busts a nut,
sperm, there is a microscopic Scotty, and it goes into the woman and grows into a baby Scotty, and then it's born.
Yeah, and it's me.
Yeah,
it's great.
Pretty good theory.
More than 340 years ago, a Dutchman named Anthony van. Leeuwenhoek, whatever, invented a powerful new compound microscope and accidentally discovered the existence of bacteria, a groundbreaking achievement that changed the course of medicine. Not long after, he decided to look at his ejaculate. Of course he did.
Of course. This is where I think this is where that comes from.
Definitely not an accident, and discovered tiny wiggling creatures with tails he dubbed animalcules. What the fuck? These creatures moved forward owing to the motion of their tails like that of a snake or an eel swimming in water. The tail of a man's sperm, he added, lashes with a snake-like movement. And scientists over the centuries continued to look down from above in their microscopes. There's no doubt of what their eyes saw and recorded on film, sperm swimming by moving their tails from side to side. A sperm deception. It turns out our eyes were wrong. Now, using state-of-the-art 3D microscopy and mathematics, a new study says we have all been the victims of sperm deception. Sperm are very cheeky little creatures. Our new research using 3D microscopy shows that we have all been the victims of a sperm deception, said study author Hermes Gadella, head of the Polymaths Laboratory at the University of Bristol's Department of Engineering Mathematics in the UK. All right. Well, what's the deception? If you want to see the real beating of a tail, you need to move the sperm and rotate with the sperm. So it's like you need to make a camera really tiny and stick it to the head of the sperm.
You need a sperm GoPro.
Sperm Pro.
Right.
Godalla's co-authors, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? I don't give a shit. Developed a way to do that using state-of-the-art tools, including a super high-speed camera that can record over 55,000 frames a second. That's cool. The researchers were able to see that a side-to-side movement was actually an optical illusion. In reality, a sperm's tail lashes on only one side.
Which means, gentlemen,
yes,
you're drilling
in case you don't get it, is
do a barrel roll.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Do a barrel roll.
So the sperm just do barrel rolls, huh?
Dude, sperms do barrel rolls.
Well, it's like it's drilling, TJ. Look, it's like doing like this. Woo!
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cool, dude.
I think there's like
going upside down. So they swim in circles.
Paul, you're just doing this.
Yeah.
We wanted to understand how a sperm truly swims.
I get it.
When you look from the top, what you see is what you've seen since 7
wiggling around.
Reveal something that is infinitely more complex. If you put
It's
pretty cool,
dude. That's fucking cool as shit, man.
Barrel roll. Do a barrel roll.
Except Paul's would just like do one spin and crash into the wall.
Yeah,
Paul just does this. It just goes like,
where do I go? Mine do the death spiral.
all the little Pauls piloting in the sperm are just like,
Dude, my sperm, or what was the little fucking frog's name?
Slippy, dude.
My sperms are slippy.
Oh, you're Slippy. Oh yeah, dude, you suck.
I'm in trouble, Fox. Help!
Fox, help me!
I would let Slippy die so many times. I'm like, I don't need Slippy.
I'm going down, Fox.
That's great, Slippy.
My sperms.
That's real great.
You'll never defeat Andros.
Satellite images of Beirut explosion show massive crater at port. I'm sure you guys have.
I heard that it was a fireworks factory.
Seen this.
So, this was when I saw this on fucking social media, the first person I saw post about it was Kyle Kalinske. I don't follow a lot of people,
right?
But I follow a diverse group of people. I don't because when I don't follow a lot of people, I have people all over the place that don't even care about politics, and people from all spectrums, people I know, people I don't know, people that follow me, people I don't follow, blah, blah, whatever. I follow a weird group. Everybody I follow posted a different angle of this. This was one of the most documented crazy events.
Oh, yeah.
In history. And every one of the, I think I've seen personally at least a dozen different angles on this event, this explosion. And every one is just as jaw-dropping and fucking unbelievable as the next.
Did you see that wedding one, the shockwave?
Yes.
That was a crazy one. Did you see that, dude?
No, I didn't see that one.
They're taking a wedding photos.
Let's see if I can find it real quick.
And when the explosion happens, the force it generates, and people don't realize that the concussive force behind some bombs, it doesn't actually have to hit you with anything. It's just there's so much energy, it just kills you.
So in the early parts of yesterday morning, when this was just hitting, people thought this was a nuke.
Oh yeah, I mean it was crazy.
Because
Hold on, is this the wedding shit you were talking about?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, this is it.
Let's kill our cams real quick so we can take a look at this.
Miles away.
Yeah, this isn't even near the blast necessarily.
I mean, I'm assuming the shockwave from this thing was fucking tremendous because I mean the explosion
massive.
was huge.
So she's got the professional photographers there and everything.
Like, okay, wow. It was just like, what the fuck just happened?
It literally blew everyone off their feet. It blew windows out. I was seeing reports.
Hold on, I want to see that again.
Slow down, dude, slow down. This is crazy.
No. Every fucking one of these fucking videos is insane. I've never seen anything like this.
Hold on. Playback speed. I'm gonna go to half speed on this. I'm doing no volume because otherwise it would just be like.
It's like a nice sunny day, idyllic. Yeah, look at those flowers. Like everything's just now like dusty. Like it just blew like all the fucking windows out of these shops. A lot of them, at least.
This blast was heard like some obscene 300 kilometers away. Or
Dude, it literally knocked that fucking like some of the glass, like part of the door or the frame came out.
Yeah,
like
I mean it's crazy.
I was seeing reports that like 100 kilometers away, it was breaking. It blew windows out.
Oh yeah, I mean it's fucking crazy.
So these images are fucking like look at the crater this fucking thing left.
I mean you can do this is before, and this is after.
That is insane, dude.
I mean that's like that building. I mean most of those buildings are just gone. That one is almost gone. The two over there are gone. I mean all this shit here is totally fucking gone.
I've been really looking into this, so I know quite a bit about what they're saying.
I've heard varying things.
So the official story out of Lebanon is that like I think it was 2,600 plus tons of
ammonium nitrate
was being stored for over 6 years in this building at the center of the crater,
which is retarded.
If you scroll back,
yeah,
this
building here, this one here, right? Because that's where the crater is.
2,600 pounds of ammonium nitrate were stored there.
So ammonium nitrate. Here's the thing: ammonium nitrate is used primarily for fertilizer and explosives.
Yes.
Yeah, like a fertilizer bomb.
It was the same compound, part of the compound used by
Timothy McVeigh
and Terry Nichols to blow the fucking face off of the Oklahoma City. Okay, but
their bomb doesn't even compare to that.
Allegedly Terry Nichols, because he'll sue people. So.
Well, okay, whatever. It's not Terry Nichols.
Yeah, he's innocent.
Okay, not Terry Nichols.
An innocent man, sure. Whatever.
A completely innocent, framed individual.
Yeah, naturally.
But anyway, it was the same compound that was used to blow the face off the building, and they used a truckload of it. This was the equivalent of a giant truck worth of this chemical.
Just that.
And just that. And so Timothy McVeigh and his unidentified co-conspirators, who will remain nameless, they used a mixture of ammonium nitrate and fertilizer to create the bomb.
Right.
This was pure ammonium nitrate.
Just sitting in this building.
600 plus pounds sitting in this building with no safety precautions. So here's the thing. Ammonium nitrate is not responsive to percussion. You can't hit it. Right. And have it explode. You could drop ammonium nitrate on the ground. It's not going to explode from impact. It's
fairly stable. Yeah.
It needs a charge. It needs a primary explosion to start its reaction. So somehow an explosive got near this 2,600 pounds ammonium nitrate.
Well, I mean, like what I saw.
God, dude, that sounds like a nightmare.
What I saw was people were sitting there filming like a fire that was going on. There was like a big fire going on, and it's like they're filming the fire, and then all of a sudden it just explodes.
Right. So what happened was there was a fire in this building. There was probably a tank or a car with a gas with, inside of this building. It's a big warehouse. There was probably like a fucking forklift or something that had a natural gas fucking gas tank on the back of it. The dude driving that shit obviously abandoned it when the place caught fire and left it sitting next to 2,600 pounds of pure ammonium nitrate. And when the fire got hot enough to blow the safety seal on that tank and blow whatever fuel tank it was, the entire this entire part of Beirut went up. And people were vaporized at the center of this fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, like if you were here, if you're anywhere around this general vicinity, you're dead.
You see that tall building at the center?
Yeah.
I went back because when shit like this happens, I haven't seen something like this since that tsunami.
Right.
In fucking 2004.
I mean, look, I know a lot of people are their eyes going to be drawn to the middle of this picture, but go back, TJ, show everything. Show the whole fucking, all of it's leveled. So let's say you were like in the building in the like right corner there. You were still fucking vaporized.
It's fucking flat. You're done. Hole in the earth. There's a new part of the fucking bay because of this. Like it destroyed that man-made berm, and fucking everything in that area was completely and utterly wiped out.
Oh yeah,
it looked like a nuke.
Here's a further away distance kind of thing.
See the fucking kind of cone of destruction.
So here it is here.
Or no, that's after.
This is after.
That's before.
Before. Oh wow, yeah.
So
you can kind of see
pretty much everything within what looks to me with my untrained eye like a
like it looks like the worst of it's kind of like in this circle here.
Probably a mile radius.
There's still damage going on fucking way over here.
People died in those places. People were cut to ribbons by fucking glass and rock flying through the air.
I mean, yeah, like we saw what happened at that woman's wedding. I don't know where it geographically around here her wedding shoot was, but I mean, someone could have easily died there.
Yeah.
And they were clearly far enough away that it looked like most of them got to scramble away.
Here's another before after here. This is the before, I believe.
Detail away from the explosion showing.
Okay, this is before, after.
So it just completely like blew those ships to shit.
You see this ship is overturned.
Yeah, it overturned that ship in the water.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the force of
this thing was next to
I don't think that's the same ship from the two pictures, but you see that ship is sideways. This building gone. These two buildings gone. It's crazy.
Just a perfect storm of bullets.
In adjoining neighborhoods to the east, there appears to be roof damage as well. So you see here.
There's not going to be a building within a 10-mile radius of this that didn't take some.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of people fucking their roofs are severely damaged.
Further west of the site of the explosion, more port buildings appear to have suffered significant roof damage.
It looks like they fucking straight out collapsed.
I mean, that one's gone.
Yeah, show the after, TJ. They just look like metal buildings because that's probably what they use for these things. And like, they're just, the frames are just bent in. It's like, dude, look at that one building right there in like the center. It's like the frame supporting it just like got bent around it. Like the force, like something pushed down, like a giant came and pushed down on all these buildings.
According to Lebanon's Prime Minister Hassan Diab, 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate exploded on Tuesday. Ammonium nitrate is a highly explosive material used in fertilizers. The explosion killed dozens, injured. I think it's actually killed over 100 at this point. Beirut reels from huge blast as death toll climbs to at least 113. It's expected to climb further. Yeah,
it's shocking. It's only that many.
Like I said, there were people that were in the fucking blast radius of this that were literally vaporized by it.
Yeah. And I mean, if some of those people didn't have like close friends or family, it might even never be known that they died.
Right.
Officials expect death toll to climb. Warehouses stored highly explosive material. Shockwaves ripped off building facades, smashed homes. Beirut mayor says Lebanon in grip of a catastrophe. Government promises justice. Orders port workers detained.
How about detaining the boss of the port?
Oh my God!
It's the workers what done it. God damn you workers! Why didn't you do something about this? You fucking working pieces of shit.
Oh, dude, in this country,
Whoever fucking in charge of these of keeping the inventory at this place that kept 2,600 tons.
there's a military base in this state, dude, that they abandoned a bunch of munitions and had a massive explosion. Kind of, obviously not anywhere in the scale of this.
Guys, I hate to
It happens all the time, unfortunately.
I hate to do an aside, but let's say a friend of mine has 2,700 tons of explosive that I really want to be safe with, and I'm looking for a place to store it. Where hypothetically would you say we'd put that material?
Oh man, that's tough.
Highly populated dock waterfront area, or out in the mountains somewhere in an outpost. Where
Actually,
I like the
urban-
dock idea. I think we should put it on. I think we should put it on a fucking
not
berm,
crazy.
dude.
I want the population center, whatever the city center is. Maybe next to some building that does a lot of welding or something. There's a lot of explosive activity.
not just the center of the city, but the center of commerce in the city. And then let's just pile it there and forget about it for 6 years. What do you guys say?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds safe to you?
Sounds awesome. It sounds great. Beirut governor, blah, blah, blah. $5 billion worth of damage. Yeah, I believe it. Office of International Support poured in. Okay. United States, Britain, France, other Western countries, which have been demanding political and economic change in Lebanon, also offered help. Our help comes with a dick in your ass, Lebanon, just so you know.
I look forward to hearing all the crazy conspiracy theories about this.
Oh, I've already heard. I mean, this already.
No, I know the wheels are already starting. I just can't wait.
I have to fucking tell you, like, if you're gonna tell me that it is above the government of Lebanon to lie about something that happened,
definitely not.
It's not.
Then okay, so we're the official story doesn't make sense. If it did go down like that, it's one of the most epic fucking examples of human.
That's why, to me, it does make sense, though. But
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've heard similar stories about people fucking up royally like this. Not to the extent they did, because this is like the biggest fuck up in recorded history that I know of. It's like a little mini fucking volcano erupted in this area. It's fucking kind of crazy, to be honest with you. So I mean,
like a small nuclear bomb went off. It literally, when you look at the fucking explosions, it looks like a nuke. It has a mushroom cloud. It vaporizes every.
Yeah, I saw the mushroom cloud. It was crazy.
What's even crazier is that corona that happens at the beginning of a nuclear explosion, where it gets so hot that it vaporizes all of the water out of the air. So you get that like poof of mist.
Yeah, that was crazy. It looked pretty cool, honestly. I mean, I know people died and shit, but it still looked fucking pretty dope.
When that cleared, nothing but a towering fucking looming mushroom cloud over the city. It was fucking insane. People thought it was a nuke. Now, I'm not saying it was a nuke, but I'm also saying that, like, I'm open to the possibility that this was either an act of terrorism.
Yeah.
That the government of Lebanon doesn't want to admit happened, or a deliberate act by the government, a false flag type of attack in order to garner international sympathy at a time that they were fucking like.
Paul, well, the thing I love about Paul is I know Paul's going to tell me every single possible conspiracy theory about what it could have happened. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't have any evidence, dude. You know me, like I have no dog in the fucking fight.
I'm not here telling you that's what happened.
I mean, look, even if there was, it's clear that there was fucking. The thing about the 2,700 fucking tons or pounds of ammonium nitrate is clearly true, because
what we're saying here is that it's gross incompetence.
Like, there's no way a terrorist could not have brought a bomb of that devastation into this fucking thing. If a terrorist knew that there was 2,700 pounds of ammonium nitrate there, they could have set up a fucking charge or something
and burn the building down.
Or here's another thing. Here's another angle that I heard, Scotty.
Okay,
there were people saying that the initial fire, which wasn't documented, was another explosion. So there are people saying that it is possible that this building was struck from the air by a primary bomb.
Yeah,
that hit the building, started the fire and did enough damage to eventually blow up the ammonium nitrate, which would imply knowledge that there was ammonium nitrate in that building.
I mean, look, when there's fucking when ammonium nitrate has been in the same like relatively public location for 6 years, people are going to know it's there. So, I mean, it's not beyond the pale for me to believe that someone might have known it was there and done this intentionally. But, I mean, until we have some kind of evidence to that effect, it's just speculations. I don't know.
Of course. But in my eyes, so is the official story of the government of Lebanon.
Yeah, I mean, like the only real fucking details I'm able to find right now is that there was explosives stored in this warehouse, which right now I believe, because it's hard to believe that anyone could have.
I don't think there's an argument about that there was a massive explosion in there, and obviously the ammonium nitrate was there. I
don't buy that someone could have snuck that in without anybody noticing. So I have to believe it was there in some sort of official capacity and was just being neglected. But
if these types of warehouses and shit, trucks come and go, dude.
That's true.
Trucks come and go all fucking day, and you could load this much ammonium nitrate on a fucking semi.
Sure.
I mean, you'd have to see what the evidence was. If it's been documented, this shit's been there for 6 years.
If there's ever a cooperative multinational investigation into this, I might trust what comes out of that. But as far as the government of Lebanon goes,
I can't blame you there. I really cannot blame you at all with that position.
Toilet paper to me.
Yeah.
It's just too crazy. It's fucking insane.
No, you ain't wrong, man. Like when I first heard about this shit, like it's like explosion in Lebanon. I was kind of just like, unfortunately, like most other probably people like jaded, kind of like, oh, okay.
But I'm gonna reveal something. I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna reveal something both to you guys and, well, you know what? I guess how long do we have of the pleb section left, TJ?
Not much. Not much.
You know what? I will reserve my announcement for the non-plebs, of course.
Oh shit. Okay.
If it was like earlier on, maybe I would have thrown them a little fish food, but today you get none. You get none. But I'll tell you guys something. Give you a little insight.
All right, so let's give the plebs one last little story then.
Sure.
And then Paul will make his announcement.
This is a dope ass story, and I gotta say, kind of
Paul's activity. Eaten water beetles stay alive by escaping through the predator's anus. Water beetles just like, oh, I got eaten again. All right, no problem. I'll just climb out your butthole. Because of their small size.
And that's literally what they do. I read this whole article. It's cute as fuck. Okay, so here's what happens.
All right.
The little beetle gets eaten by a frog. You know, they send out their tongue, and they basically, like, frogs don't chew.
Right, they just swallow you.
They swallow, right? And so this little beetle's like, he just keeps moving until he crawls right out the butt. Now, to make sure that that's what was, because they thought at first that it was just his protective shell and he was just passing through normally.
Mm-hmm.
But so they did this, and this kind of a mean experiment where they glued his little legs together and then let a frog eat him, and he got digested. So what they found was this little motherfucker gets in there and literally crawls his way through this frog's fucking stomach, intestine, lower intestine, colon, and anus, and just walks away. This is one of the most badass, underappreciated creatures on the planet.
And he figured out the fastest way out really is just going through. You know what I mean?
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Yeah, you can't get back out that way.
This little beetle has so many lessons to teach human beings, dude, because everybody's been eaten by the fucking frog, dude.
Yep.
And most of us get digested a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we just like, oh no, I've been eaten by the frog, and then they just, oh man.
This little motherfucker's like, another day, another dollar. Time to crawl through another fucking anus. Here we go, baby.
Amen. A motherfucking man. All right.
I wish they did some damage on the way. Like, I wish they got to a certain, like, vital part of the frog and started chewing on its intestines and made it have, like, a little fucking hemorrhoid or something.
Yeah.
Maybe not kill it, but just make it uncomfortable on its way out, you know?
Yeah, hurt the frog a little bit.
Like, spray a chemical that makes it sting for a while, you know?
Make it think twice before it swallows it next time, you know?
But you know what? They don't need that because they're just so fucking good at just coming right out the other end that they don't need that adaptation. It's beautiful.
It's just like a mild inconvenience.
I love this fucking thing.
Dude, you gotta love this little motherfucker, man.
I mean, it's oh, you're gonna eat me? All right, fine. Just go ahead and eat me. All right.
I was just telling TJ so many lessons for human beings, dude, because we've all been eaten by the frog, Scotty. I know you've been eaten by the frog. Every human being gets eaten by the frog at some point, and a lot of times we just sit right there in the stomach and let the acid fucking dissolve us. And we have a pity party, dude. Sometimes you got to crawl down the intestines.
Dude, you gotta do that shit like in Shawshank Redemption, dude. You gotta crawl through the fucking sewer of shit.
Yep, you gotta crawl through the shit and muck in the colon and come right out the fucking puckered asshole of what ate you and walk away from it. Pretend it never happened and go on about your goddamn beetle business. Whatever this beetle is up to, eating leaves or whatever, he goes right back to it. He don't fucking care. You think he fucks around? You think? Now, here's another question, too, about this little beetle, because he's more of a badass than you think he is. When this beetle comes out of the frog's ass, do you think he runs to all his beetle friends and brags about it and shit? He's like, you guys fucking see what I did? Whoa! Nope. This little motherfucker comes out of this frog's ass, stands up, walks, and continues eating. He doesn't give a fuck.
Well, dude, if you're hungry, I mean, look, crawling through someone's fucking intestines or some frog's intestines and then coming out its ass, that's tiring work. That beetle needs, and I think deserves a meal.
He doesn't give a fuck, Scotty. He doesn't care. Eat me, frog. I don't give a shit. I'll crawl right through your dirty ass.
Crawl right at your fucking asshole.
This guy's got attitude.
Speaking about crawling out of assholes, plebs, we're shitting you out like the damn turds you are. Rest of the show is just for fucking patrons. Get out, plebs. Plebs, get out. Plebs, get out. Plebs, get out. The rest of the show is for patrons only. Plebs, get the fuck out. All right.
Yeah, plebs, it's time to go. We don't want you here no more. Molly, TJ, Scotty too. There's a fucking bar.